Intermittent fasting is everywhere: social media, wellness blogs, YouTube videos. And while a lot of people swear by it, there's also a ton of confusion and misinformation floating around. So, in today's video, we're breaking down the top 5 myths about intermittent fasting and what's actually true. Let's clear the air so you can make smart, informed choices for your health. Myth number 1: intermittent fasting is just starving yourself. This is one of the most common and dramatic misunderstandings. Starvation is involuntary. Fasting is intentional. The key difference is control. When you fast, you're making a conscious choice to not eat for a certain window of time, and it's always followed by a period of normal eating. With starvation, you don't know when your next meal is coming. But with intermittent fasting, the eating window is part of the plan. And here's the thing: humans have been fasting for thousands of years. Our bodies are literally built for it. Fasting isn't harmful when done properly. In fact, it gives your digestive system a break, helps regulate blood sugar, and supports fat burning. The goal is never to deprive yourself, it's about creating structure around your meals, not suffering through hunger. Myth number 2: you'll lose muscle if you fast. This one scares a lot of people, especially those who work out or want to stay toned. But the truth is, intermittent fasting doesn't automatically cause muscle loss. In fact, studies show that fasting can actually help preserve muscle mass while promoting fat loss, especially when combined with strength training and eating enough protein during your eating window. Muscle loss typically only happens in extreme calorie deficits over long periods of time. Intermittent fasting, when done right, usually leads to a mild calorie reduction that's enough to burn fat but not so much that it eats away at your muscle. Plus, fasting triggers the release of human growth hormone, which actually helps maintain and even build muscle. So, as long as you're fueling your body properly and staying active, your muscles are safe. Myth number 3: fasting slows down your metabolism. This myth probably came from the old diet advice that said, you have to eat every few hours to keep your metabolism burning, but newer science doesn't support that. In fact, short-term fasting, like 16 or even 24 hours, has been shown to increase growth hormone, which can actually raise your metabolic rate temporarily. Your metabolism doesn't start slowing down unless you're fasting for several days straight without food, which isn't what intermittent fasting is. The body is smarter than we give it credit for. It knows how to shift into fat burning mode and stay efficient without crashing your metabolism. If anything, constantly grazing all day without real hunger cues might be harder on your system than giving it some space to rest. Myth number 4: you can eat anything you want during your eating window. This one's tricky. Technically, yes, you could eat junk food during your eating window and still lose weight because you're eating fewer total calories, but that doesn't mean it's healthy or sustainable. Intermittent fasting is a tool, not a free pass. What you eat still matters. If you fill your eating window with processed foods, sugary snacks, and fried everything, you're probably not going to feel great. You may lose some weight at first, but your energy, digestion, and hormones will pay the price. To really get the benefits like reduced inflammation, improved insulin sensitivity, and better focus, you want to stick to whole nutrient dense foods. Think lean protein, fiber rich veggies, healthy fats, complex carbs. The quality of your food fuels the quality of your results. Fasting won't fix a bad diet, it just helps give your body a better rhythm to work with. Myth number 5: fasting isn't safe for women. This one has some truth behind it, but let's break it down. Women's bodies are more sensitive to changes in energy balance and hormone fluctuations, so it's true that some women don't respond well to aggressive fasting schedules, especially when combined with stress, overtraining, or undereating. But that doesn't mean intermittent fasting is unsafe across the board, it just means women may need to approach it differently. That might look like shorter fasts, say 12 to 14 hours instead of 16, or not fasting every day. The key is listening to your body. If your energy tanks, your sleep suffers, or your cycle becomes irregular, those are signs to pull back. But many women do great with intermittent fasting when it's flexible, gradual, and balanced with proper nutrition. It's not a one size fits all thing. Don't let these myths keep you from trying something that might actually work for your body and your lifestyle. Intermittent fasting isn't a quick fix, but when used wisely, it's a powerful tool for weight management, metabolic health, and better energy. And like any wellness strategy, the key is consistency, not perfection. Follow for daily health and wellness tips.